Hello everyone, welcome to Free Learning School. Today we will see few famous quotes by a.r.ammons. Archie Randolph Ammons was born in February 18, 1926 and he died in February 25, 2001. Ammons was an American poet who won the annual National Book Award for Poetry in 1973 and 1993. He was born in Whiteville, North Carolina. He died in Ithaca, New York. Northfield poems, Expression of Sea Level, Highgate Road, Lake Effect Country are few famous books written by him. So let's see his few famous quotes. In nature, there are few sharp lines. Everything is discursive opinion instead of direct experience. There's something to be said in favor of working in isolation in the real world. Question structure and so to some extent predetermined answers. If the greatest God is the stillness all the motion act up to, then we must ineluctably be included. Is it not careless to become too local when there are 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone? Anything looked at closely becomes wonderful. You have your identity when you find out not what you can keep your mind on, but what you can't keep your mind off. Poetry leads us to the unstructured sources of our beings, to the unknown, and returns us to the rational, structured selves refreshed. Only silence perfects silence. A poem generated by its own laws may be unrealized and bad in terms of so-called objective principles of taste, judgment, deductions. Probably all the attention to poetry results in some value, though the attention is more often directed to lesser than to greater values. I take the work to be the externalization of an interior seeking, so that the analogy is first of all between the external and the internal. Once every 500 years or so, a summary statement about poetry comes along that we can't imagine ourselves living without. I am grateful for, though I can't keep up with, the flood of articles, theses, and textbooks that means to share insight concerning the nature of poetry. Each poem in becoming generates the law by which it is generated. Extensions of the law to other poems never completely take. Definition, rationality, and structure are ways of seeing, but they become prisons when they blank out other ways of seeing. The poet exposes himself to the risk. All that has been said about poetry, all that he has learned about poetry, is only a partial assurance. If a poem is each time new, then it is necessary an act of discovery, a chance taken, a chance that may lead to fulfillment or disasters. For though we often need to be restored to the small, concrete, limited, and certain, we as often need to be reminded of the large, vague, unlimited, unknown. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel to get more videos.